Hi everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we're making chicken satay with peanut sauce and mango salsa. For our marinade, we need 2 cloves of garlic and 1 small shallot. We're just going to give our shallot a rough little choppity chop. For the garlic, we're going to lightly smash this. We don't want to mince it because if any gets stuck to the chicken and we go to grill it, it's going to burn, and burnt garlic is not nice. So into a small bowl, we're going to add 7 ounces of coconut milk. To this, we're going to add a tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey, half teaspoon of each cumin, coriander, turmeric, ground ginger, chili flakes, and kosher salt. We're going to give this a really good mix before adding in our shallot and our garlic. For our chicken, we need 3 chicken breasts, just trimming off any excess fat. And you want to pay attention to the way the grain is running in your chicken. And you want to cut it across the grain. This is going to give you the most tender protein. Now to cut this, you don't want to saw, you just want to stick your knife in and slide it through. This is going to prevent any tearing of your protein. We're going to marinate this in a Ziploc bag, and here's a little fun fact about Ziplocs. If you open them up, roll down the sides, this will allow your Ziploc bag to stand upright, which is very helpful. Now we're going to add in our chicken and our marinade, close this up, squeezing out as much air as possible. And we want to marinate this in the fridge for at least 30 minutes up to overnight. I plan on doing this overnight because I want to impart as much flavor into the chicken as possible. So I'm going to pop this into a loaf pan to prevent any cross-contamination in case there are any leaks. So into the fridge it goes. Now as the next day, we need to soak some bamboo skewers so they don't burn. So putting these in some water and setting them aside while we work on our mango salsa. To cut your mango, find the highest point. Go over about 1/2 inch and slice down. This way you're avoiding the pit of the mango and avoiding any injury. So one side's done, you want to do the same on the other side. Don't throw away that mango seed, save that as a snack for later. Now we're going to cut this into a dice, so slicing down vertically, spinning halfway around and slicing horizontally, or I guess this would be vertically again. And then to remove our little diced mango, cut your mango half in half. Take the loose end and run your knife down between the skin and the flesh of the mango, kind of like an avocado. And we're gonna pop this into a bowl. Now we also need about a tablespoon of red onion. Now red onion, we don't want this to take over the salsa. We're gonna do a very small dice on this. If you want to take away some of that sharpness, soak this in a little ice cold water before adding it to your salsa. We're also gonna chop up 2 chili peppers. I'm using bird eye, use whatever you have. We also need 2 tablespoons of cilantro. Rolling this up into a neat little bundle, and then just chopping this into a nice little rough chop. Into the bowl it goes, and we need to zest 1 lime. Just being careful not to get any of that white pith. We're also going to use the juice of this lime as well to add a brightness. Now to bring out all the flavors in this salsa, we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. It's going to bring out the sweetness, the tartness, the heat. It's just going to add so much flavor. We're going to give this a really good mix and put this aside until we're ready to use it. For our peanut sauce, we're going to use the other half of the coconut milk. And then to this, we're going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of coriander, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, 1/2 teaspoon of gochujang, and we're going to bring this over to, and 1 tablespoon of dark soy. Sorry, we're going to bring this over to the stove and cook this until it thickens up and turns to a nice golden peanutty brown before adding in our lime, and that is our peanut sauce pretty much done. And you can serve this hot or at room temperature, completely up to you. I know that was really fast, so all the ingredients will be in the description box below. Now my little setup, I've taken out the bamboo skewers and let them dry a little bit, and I have a little cooling rack over a baking sheet just to catch any extra drippings from the chicken. We're just going to skewer our chicken on, shaking off as much of that marinade as you can, but then placing it on the cooling rack, it'll help drain the rest of that. So we're just going to continue this. I soaked far too many skewers. I only needed 6, but I'll just let those dry out and put them back into the packaging. Now to cook our chicken, you want to heat up a grill pan. If you have an outdoor space, grill's great. That would be perfect. We're going to grease this up with a little neutral oil, using a silicone brush to brush that around. And we're going to place in our chicken skewers in batches. We don't want to overcrowd the pan. We only want to cook this for about 10 minutes, flipping often. But you do want to go in and check to make sure, you want to cut the thickest part to make sure it is cooked all the way through, because you don't want to serve raw chicken. All the skewers are cooked now, so now we are going to garnish with a little chili flake. a little fresh chili, some red onion, because the color is just going to pop on this. We're going to add cilantro, crushed peanuts, and a little sesame seed. I'm being a little precious with this, but I want it to look pretty for you all at home. And thank you again for watching this video. So peanuts are going on, and lastly, sesame seeds. Sorry, the prep for this was very long. And then we're gonna add in our mango salsa and our peanut sauce. I've just placed them into small bowls, and I'm really super excited to try this. So now this is looking beautiful, and we can go ahead and give this a taste. You can see the char on the outside of this chicken. I just want to taste the chicken alone. It is tender and succulent and juicy and so flavorful. Now going in with a little peanut sauce. Peanut sauce is nice. It's earthy. It has a brightness from the lime. It has that little spiciness from the gochujang. But now I think this will be the ideal bite. Chicken. Let me grab a spoon here. Peanut sauce. Mango salsa. You get all the flavor families in this. Yeah. With my little happy dance in the background. The sweetness from the mango counterbalances the earthiness from the peanut sauce and just complements the chicken so well. And this is absolutely delicious. But there it is, chicken satay with peanut sauce and mango salsa. I hope you all try to make this in your home. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really do appreciate it. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you again so very much. And until next time, happy cooking.